A female narcissist, she's obsessed with wanting to appear good instead of actually being good. She will cause so much destruction and chaos in your life, then act like the victim publicly to circumstances and repercussions that she's created. Don't let that go over your head. Straight up.
There are men out there who are literally paying for vacations for women, flying them out, paying for every single thing they could ever want. And you're gonna let a man make you split on a first date? Some men are providers and some men aren't. Some men want to give you the world in that aspect, and some men want to do 50-50, and that's fine. That's not what I want. I'm sorry, but if I'm having your baby, if I'm giving birth to a whole human and going through everything that I have to do for that, I am not doing 50-50. It is not a crazy. There are so many men out there who do it, trust me. And if a guy is asking you on a date and not paying, stop. You'll never hear from me again.
Pay my own bills, fine chicks, 6 figures.
Hey.
I don't need no man trying to go 50-50. I don't need no man trying to go 50-50. I don't need no man trying to go 50-50.
Hey.
I don't need no man trying to go 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the myth. You're not going to like it, but here's the myth. God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. I'm going to let you sit on that for a couple seconds. God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. So the one God is preparing is you. You have to understand that God prepares you as a woman to come into the life of a man, to be a helpmate, to bring value into his life, to be able to allow him and encourage him to do what God has destined for him to do. But as a woman that is unprepared, what happens is instead of allowing the man to do what God has called him to do, you make it all about you. And you want the man to make you his God. It was never planned that way. As a woman, you need to align with your man, and both of you need to serve God, because that is what God ordained, for man and woman to join together and serve God.
I got more grown pains than Maggie, cause niggas nag me to take the dank out of the baggie. Hey, Lala Anthony tells women to get your bag up so you can choose any man you want. I just want to touch on this real quick before I go in the gym. I want to make this video as quick as I possibly can. One thing I want to say is, I guess it's right. See, the internet has females telling on themselves. So let's paraphrase what she just said. Women, get your money so you can choose the man you want. So in other words, women who don't have money choose men that they need instead of men that they want. Is that, I mean, that's what I'm getting from it, right? We could argue back and forth if this is true or not, but I'm just going off of what she said. Women, get your money up so you could choose the man you want. So to me, that's telling me that most women or most females who don't have much money get with men that they don't want. They get with providers. And we kind of already know that for the most part. All right, so we're not really going to touch on that. That's true and false. It's not always the case, but in most cases, it probably is. Okay, so now let's get to the point of the women with the money then. Because just because you got money, just because you get your money up, just like a man, if it doesn't work for a man, it's not going to work for a woman. If it doesn't work for a man that you get your money up, you can get any woman you want. It's not going to work for a female. Because the woman already has the power of the vagina to where she can get any man she wants. The problem is keeping the man. So the money's not going to make the man stay more than the vagina will. Unless he's basically a bum type guy that needs a woman's money. I'm going to repeat that again. A woman pretty much can already get a man she wants for the most part. Maybe not commitment, but pretty much get any man she wants. The one she likes the most, she pretty much can fuck, right? But that's from her vagina, right? And that can't even keep the men, right? Her vagina can't even keep the men that she wants half the time, right? So how's money going to do it? If the vagina is not keeping the men she wants, how the fuck is the money going to do it? The only way the money will keep certain men or get certain men that she can already get with her vagina is bums or men who don't have much money. Because an alpha guy who got money does not give a fuck about a woman's money for real. The only way a man with money care about a woman having money is so she don't take his money and break him. But that still don't mean just because a woman got money that she's going to be able to get any man she wants. Why? Because unlike how men are judged in the sexual market value, most men, we do not give a fuck about the woman's money. We care about the woman's vagina more than the woman's money. So if your vagina is not able to keep any man you want or get any man you want other than sleeping with them, like we're talking about commitment. We ain't talking about fucking. Yeah, a woman can pretty much fuck any guy she want. But we talking about get a man. Get the man you want. That's the title, right? So if your vagina's not doing that, how the money gonna do it? How the money gonna do it? Because what I get from that is someone telling women, don't get with men you really don't want. When you get your money, you can get Jay-Z or whatever. Because that's basically what it is. They want the top 10%. So a woman who got money, by default, is going to get Kobe Bryant, Jay-Z, or whoever. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to guarantee you to get them. Because this is the number one thing. Here's the biggest issue with this shit. I'm glad I've seen this topic. Here's the issue with the woman with the money thing. The more money she gets, the more she feels like a man, and the more she feels like she is equal to the man, and don't take that disrespectfully, the more she's going to feel like she's equal to the man, because we all know God made men the head. The more she's going to feel like she's equal to the man, and the more she's going to feel like what, people? What's that going to cause? Since I feel like I'm equal to the man, I don't feel like I was made for the man. I don't feel like I was made for the man, which God made me for the man. I don't feel like that no more. I feel like I'm equal to him, or he's made for me type shit. And what's that going to do, fellas? That's going to make men not want to deal with him. Think about it. Why do y'all think so many so-called independent women can't get a man or keep him? They're going to say that you're scared, you can't handle a woman with money, you want a bum woman and all that. And no, it's the main ingredient that the independent woman is missing is what, fellas? It's the feminine energy. And not just the energy, the feminine way of carrying yourself. The aura, the way you carry yourself, the way you move, your actions. How you are towards a man in general, basically. More than likely, the woman, when she get a lot of money, she gonna lack that. Just like sometimes when a lot of men got a lot of money and they still can't get women because they lack masculinity and they lack the ability to make a woman feel a certain way. Yeah, you got all that money, but you lack the ability to make a woman feel some way. You lack masculinity. So you're still not going to get the woman you want. It's the same thing with the female. If she loses that feminine energy, aura, and the action, the feminine action, even though that's not a word, the action of being feminine, because there's many ways to be feminine, right? That's why I'm saying it this way, right? If she loses that, it doesn't matter. The guy, you can still be Kobe Bryant and you still pick the girl that works here that ain't making nearly as money as her. Why y'all think y'all see that post sometimes that men will downgrade, or it ain't even called downgrade, but men will skip over the independent chick and pick the girl that's submissive and cooperating over the independent chick? Because I'm trying to tell you, the woman, it's very hard for a woman to keep both things. Get the money, get the bag, and still keep her feminine energy and action and aura towards a man. It's very hard. Some women could do it, but it's very hard because the more money is power. So now I got all this power. Oh, I'm equal to a man now. Instead of God made me for the man, right? And I know women disappear, and I seen that one drop off. I seen you. But bottom line is God made women for us. The woman was made for the man. I didn't say that men shouldn't cherish the woman and men should take advantage of what God gave us. God gave men the authority to be over the woman, but men are supposed to cherish that and not abuse that. So the woman who dropped off, you just missed the gym. You thought that I'm going to say the man owns the woman and this and that. Maybe during sex, all right, you supposed to own the woman then. But outside of the bedroom, I don't condone that shit. But it's the fact. The woman was made for the man. And the more money and power she got, the more she's going to feel like she's not made for you. So explain to me how get the money you want, you're going to get the man. Because you already missed the fucking gym. You already missed the biggest gem of getting a man. It's not the money. Newsflash feminists and every woman and all these females that are delusional or deceived. The money is not the reason why you're not getting the man you want. The money is not the reason why you're not getting the man you want. The money is not the reason why you're not getting the man you want. And your pussy's not going to keep the men you want. So what is it? If the money's not going to be able to, if the money is not the reason why you're not getting the man you want, and the pussy is not the reason why you're not keeping the man you want, then what is it? It's that number one thing that most women just refuse to do. They refuse to master this. That feminine energy. That feminine aura, the feminine action, moving like a female, moving like a woman. If you neglect that, it don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how good you look. It don't matter about your pussy. None of that. And the proof is all in the pudding. Because that's the number one thing that most modern women are neglecting right now is the feminine aura, the feminine energy, the feminine action towards men. They think it's everything else. They can't figure why I can't keep a man or why a man don't want me and she picked that ugly girl over there, blah, blah, blah. They still can't figure it out. And now you got more people or more women leading more women to the slaughter, telling them that money is the reason. That's what it is. That's what it is, ladies. The money is going to be the reason to get you the man you want. When really it was one little simple thing. Just like I seen on Stephen Ernest's post earlier, which I've seen this million times before. A submissive woman actually controls a man. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought submissiveness was that's the way you get the man you want? Wow, I didn't know that. You know why they keep neglecting that? Because these women want the power, man. They want you to be their little bitch. So no, we're not going to be submissive. We're going to try to find another way to get a man we want. It's like I say all the time. The woman had this shit in a chokehold, but they started getting greedy, started shooting themselves in the foot. Cheddar Bob shit. They started shooting themselves. All they had to do is pick a guy like him. Pick the right guy, because you could like a guy and he really not fuck with you and you still getting stroked. But all they had to do is pick a guy that they like, that likes them back, and be submissive. That was it. But nah, some feminists told them to go in the lab and try to come up with all these schemes and plots and plans, and they still not succeeding. If the pussy wasn't good enough to keep these men or make these men act right towards you, the money ain't gonna do it either. Because men put pussy over money. Not in the sense of smart men don't do that, but even a man that is smart, right? He still likes the woman more than the money. Like he likes let me put it like this. Like, say you're a man that got money and shit, but you want a real woman, right? You understand that when you pick a real woman, that the woman is actually worth more than the money. You don't let the woman come in between your money and shit like that. You don't put the woman over money in that sense. But in a sense of she's a human being, she's worth more than money. That's why you get a woman that her pussy can't be bought. Because you understand if her pussy can be bought, then she's not worth anything. How can she be worth, or she's not worth much? How can she be worth a lot if she can be bought with money? She should be worth more than money, which means you can't buy her. You got to be who you are. You got to become a great man to pull her, right? So us men understand the money is not better than the woman. Now, if you start coming in between my money and I got to pick between you and the money, that's when, yeah, money's better, more important than the woman. That's when men, smart men be like, man, money over bitches, money over these girls, man, fuck them. That's when, yeah, if you making me try to choose between you and money, when I say you and money, a real woman, the right woman's not going to do that. The right woman wants you to get your money. And the right woman's going to try to help you get the money if she can. She going to get her own money, all that. So you're not going to have to choose between the right woman and money. You only have to do that shit when it's the wrong type of female. When it's, damn, she's costing me too much money, she's a bill. Or damn, she's trying to pull me away from my purpose. She's too clingy or whatever the case. Or she want to be belligerent and drunk and high all the time, pulling me away from my money. That's when money's more important than a female. But ultimately, humans are more important than money. Let's not get it twisted. But again, these feminists are telling these females, man, that get your money up and you could choose any man you want. Yeah, you could have done, you already got that. You already got something that already put you on that level of getting or having money as a female. And it's called a vagina. See, this is how delusional they are. They don't even understand their own worth. That's why they think they need money. That's it. That's it, ladies. Let's get our money up. And then these men will start acting right. Instead of, you know what, I'm picking a guy that don't really want me or he don't want commitment. That's why he's not acting right. Or maybe it's because I'm not really acting like a female like that. And that other girl is. That other girl understands that the submissiveness and the feminine energy and shit, that's priceless. That's worth more than money. You can't buy it, so it's worth more than money. Just like you can't buy time, so it's worth more than money. Same thing with feminine energy. A woman can fake it, but that real feminine energy towards you because she likes you, you can't buy that shit. Why you think she'll pick this guy over the guy that got this money? You think women always got an option to choose a man with money. But the one who really makes her feminine, she gonna choose. She gonna choose her bum on a couch or in a cave or where the fuck, cardboard box or whatever, over the rich guy. If that guy makes her want to be feminine to him and she really likes him like that, AKA makes her want to be feminine to him. You're not going to be able to get the guy you want just because you got money, because men don't give a fuck about money. That's number one. Number two, you're more than likely going to neglect your feminine energy, which is the reason why you feel like you got to get money to get a man in the first place. Because you are a woman with a vagina. If you look decent and you are a woman with a vagina, there's no reason why you got to be searching and doing all this investigating and all this other shit to figure out how to get a man to like you. It's clearly obvious that you don't know the real way to get a man. Or you would just simply do it, and it's free. Like it said on Stephen's post, and like it says in other people's posts, a submissive woman controls a man. This is what they're not telling y'all. You know why? Because women have chosen to be submissive, right, to the wrong people, so they don't believe that bullshit. They like, nah, that's some bullshit. Me being submissive, nah. But it actually does control a man. Not to the extent that a man's a robot walking around because you're submissive, but to the fact that he oh man, she really fuck with me. So I'm gonna really fuck with her. Not all this yelling and arguing and always in the man ear shit. Nah, that shit don't. You run a man away. He don't want to. And you owe me. I'm entitled. Where's my money and all? Men don't want to do that. Oh man, she don't ask me for the money and none. She always trying to make sure I eat and shit. Man, I gotta do something for her. That's what they mean by being submissive. You actually control the man. So you know they're telling these women the reason why they're having trouble with men, and if they get their money up, that they're gonna be able to get any man they want, because they lack the understanding that the most important thing that is the worth of a female is her feminine energy and aura and how she acts towards a man. That's the number one thing. That's worth more than money. And nobody's telling these women this shit. So what they're going to do is they're going to get their money up, you know what I mean? And then they're going to pick a guy. But you know what? He could be a solid guy on this shit, because that's what they talking about, the 10%, whatever. But that don't mean he going to want you. He still might pick the girl at work at McDonald's or whatever. No offense to anybody that works at McDonald's. But he's still probably going to pick her over you, because you're going to think you're bossy with all that money. Because if you didn't, you would have had a man already. Because your vagina already basically is the money. Your vagina is already the bag. You're born with it. You're not a man. And if it doesn't work for men, if getting his money up don't guarantee that he's going to get any woman he wants, then it ain't going to work for you. Because the main thing that men are based off of is stability. Women ain't really based off stability when it comes to sexual market value. That's not what men really look at for the most part when it comes to women. That's what women look at when it comes to men. So if it's not working for us, how the fuck is it going to work for you? And you got the vagina, and you still can't keep the men that you supposedly want with the vagina. But you think money going to do it? So yeah, it might open the door for you to, let's just say you get a Kobe Bryant type of guy or some shit, because you got your money up, right? But guess what? Kobe Bryant's still going to want that feminine woman. He don't want your money. So these men that y'all talking about, I'm going to choose when I get my money up, you're talking about men who got money. Let's just be honest about it. You're talking about the top 10%, and all those men got money. So I don't want to hear the police patrol come and say, I don't care about a man's money. I get all that. But you're talking about a man that is on his shit, top 10%. That's what you're talking about when you say, get your money up and choose any man you want. But guess what? If you like your feminine energy and all that, he's not going to want you. What did that post say? The men will choose a woman who don't have as much money and look as good and all that over a so-called boss bitch that feel like she on a man's level as far as the authority that God gave the man. He not going to want to fuck with you. So does getting your bag up really make it capable for you to get any man you want? I say no, because your vagina already does that. If you're a decent looking female, your vagina already pretty much does that. The issue is the reason why you're fumbling the men, because you're lacking that feminine energy, that feminine action, like how you act towards a man. And the more you get your money up, the more you're going to feel like you're equal to a man and he was made for you instead of the opposite way. So we already know what time it is. That's why most independent females they don't have men. And men are like, I'm going to choose her, man. It feels like I'm with a girl when I'm with her. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm with one of my dudes or some shit. I feel like I'm in a relationship with a damn man. Men don't want that shit, man. Especially a man on his shit, that top 10% that y'all talking about, get your money up so you can get one of them. They not having that. So you still not gonna get them. Because y'all don't understand what really attracts a man. You know how they say y'all don't understand what women want. Men be telling y'all all day, every day what they want, and y'all just blow it off. Because because y'all think it's when it comes to what men want, you don't give a fuck about what men want. You care about what you want when it comes to dealing with men. And that's why you don't get them. That's why they leaving you and all the other shit. They're telling you what they don't like about women. You know what I mean? We don't like this. We do like that. But what do y'all do? I don't give a fuck what y'all like. It's about what I like. And you think that's gonna attract men or keep men around. It's not. That would be like me dismissing shit that women like and thinking I'm going to keep a woman around and attract her and all this other shit. It's not going to work. You have to listen to the woman and figure out what women like and what they don't like. What about a man that got all this money, right? And then y'all women don't want him because maybe he lacks masculinity. Or he's too nice or whatever the fuck, right? The money didn't work. Still didn't want him, right? You still choosing the other guy. I thought when you got your money up, you could choose whoever you want. So why ain't it working for the man? But it's going to work for you? I don't think so. It's definitely not going to work for you because we as men, your sexual market value as a woman is based more off of fertility and feminine energy and looks and sex, not your fucking money. Again, the only way men will start choosing money over women is when you come in between that man's money. But if you're not coming in between the man's money, I think I speak for most men when we say, as humans, a woman's worth more than money. We understand that shit. The problem is when you come in between my money, you starting to, damn, she costing too much. She becoming a bill, or she stopping me from my purpose shit. So I gotta choose the money. She can't be the right one. She don't help me get money. She only takes money. She's coming in between my money. Now I gotta choose between the money and you. But if that's not the case, then a man, he understands that the woman's more important than the money. As long as she's not coming in between it. So we don't really care about the woman's money. I don't think this shit sinks through their fucking head, man. I really don't. You know why? Because they don't care about what we want. It's all about how they see it. They feel like they should be the ones who dictate what we want. And that's why men like, fuck that. We ain't fuck with y'all like that. It also speaks volume to let men know that most women who don't have money, they probably only with you because, survival mode. Because the woman said it right out her mouth. I ain't say it. She said, ladies, get your money up so you can choose the man you want. Choose the man you want. Choose the man you want. Get your money up. Get your money up. Get your money up. So that's telling me that most women who don't have money like that are choosing men that they really don't want. If she did have money, she'd probably kick you to the curb and get the guy that she really wants. That's what I get from it. Only problem is the money's not going to be able to keep that guy that she wants. She already got what she needs. Women got it in their hand, they just fumble it. Or they're not being taught by people what men really want. Or they just don't listen. They don't give a fuck about what we really want. So therefore they fumble the men. The smart ones listen. And that's probably why they got a boyfriend and they're happy. They listen to men so they can understand men and make men happy. Then you got the other ones who it's all about me. I don't give a fuck what a man wants. But I want him to bow down and be my bitch though. You know what I mean? Or I'm equal to him because I got money. Therefore, he don't wear the pants in his house. And that's why men like, I fuck with that. But they're going to say it's because we're scared of strong women or something. You know what they say, man. You know what I mean? They refuse to tap into that feminine energy. They walking around like men. It's like NFL linebackers in a female's body. Literally. They don't want to tap into that female energy. But let you be a guy. This is what I don't get. It's like they don't understand this shit. How can you not understand it? Let you be a guy who's feminine. They don't like that. So why can't women in their mind grasp that men don't like masculine ass women? And when I say masculine, I ain't talking about you're an adult, you pay your bills masculine. That's another thing. They go for that definition of masculine, meaning take charge, I'm a lead, I pay bills and all that shit. Well, really, men, when we talk about masculine, like she masculine as fuck, we're really talking about she lacks feminine energy. She's not feminine. That's what we're talking about. We ain't talking about because she paid a fucking bill or she got her own money, but that's what they think. You know what I mean? You know why they think that? Because they don't listen to us. They don't take time to understand men, man. They think we're the same. We're not the same. Men and women are not the same. We got a lot of similarities, but we're not the same. I cannot expect to keep a woman happy only looking at it from my perspective as a man and just ignoring the woman's perspective of how she may feel or any of that. And just think of it from a man's perspective. Come on, man. I might as well just get with a dude, I guess. I'm being honest. That's crazy. But this is what they do. This is what they do, man. I just want to let all the females know that watch this video. The money, it's not the money that's stopping you from getting the man you want. For one, you gotta pick the right guy. That's number one. Without the right guy, you ain't got shit. So you actually gotta pick a guy that really wanna fuck with you. But, you know, you gotta like him back. And unfortunately, a lot of times, people like the ones that they shouldn't like. And that's just unfortunate, especially for a female, because that vagina gives you that opportunity to deal with the ones you really like. You know, so as a man, we don't always have the opportunity. You know, as a woman, she definitely gonna get the opportunity with the one she liked the most. Question is, will he like her back? You know, and you didn't need money for that. So I don't understand. Only thing that money will actually change, since you already got the vagina, you already got the looks, right? You already pretty much got in a stranglehold at this point. So I don't understand. If you already got what it takes, you just don't know. But your worth as a woman, for the most part, you already got what it takes to keep a man. And you still ain't figured out how to do it. You're not going to figure it out. The money's just going to make it even worse. Because now you think money, and the only guy that you're actually going to really be able to attract, because, you know, the money is the reason why you're getting this guy now, according to y'all, right? You're going to attract men that need money. The men who got their money don't give a fuck about your money. Even men who don't really got money sometimes. But usually, that's the only way that's the ones you're going to attract. The ones who probably don't have money like that. Who need to live off a woman and shit. But a man who got his own shit, you're not attracting him because you got money now. And we know that's the ones you're talking about. You're talking about that top percent of men. Your money ain't gonna do it. I promise you, your money is not gonna do it. Oh, why is T.I. with Tiny? Look at her. Or look at what's his name girlfriend. That one's not even that good looking. Or that is, you know, you see a lot of men with a lot of money, athletes and shit, and women be shitting, trying to hate and shit on the woman, saying he can do better than her. That's the problem. You think it's all about looks or status or some shit. You don't know what it really is when it comes to how to make a man happy. You don't understand. You've neglected that. You've neglected this shit for so many years, you don't even know how to tap back into what you was originally created to be as a woman. Some of it's programming, so it ain't all your fault. But a lot of it is just being hard-headed, hanging around the wrong females. Some of it could be men hurting you and pissing you off and turning you black-hearted too. We get all that, man. But I'm trying to tell you, money don't, you can't buy love with money. If a man can't do it, you can't do it. But of course, you'll be able to pick what you want. But you already can do that with your vagina. So that's the moral of the story. You already can do it with the vagina. It has nothing to do with the money. So what is it really? We know the vagina can get you pretty much any man you want. So what is it really? They don't want to tap into that. You know why? Because if I tap into the real reason or the real way to keep a man happy is that feminine energy and shit, and understanding that I was made for him and he wasn't made for me, they don't want to do that. You know what I mean? They don't want to, they know that God gave man the authority over the female, but they don't want to tap into that. So therefore, you're not going to get the man you want. That high value top guy ain't putting up with that shit. This dude can get any girl he wants for the most part. He gonna put up with your shit? I don't think so. Cause you're not bringing that feminine, that woman energy. You basically like a man. And it's unfortunate. Because, I mean, women understand this shit when it comes to men. Like, man, he lacking masculinity. He's kind of feminine. I'm turned off by that. They understand that. But when it comes to them, they completely don't get it. Like, you are an NFL linebacker. If somebody put me in the dark and kind of change your voice, disguise your voice, and I just sat back and watch how you talk and act, I would think you was a guy. I'm being honest, I would think you was a guy. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I hope y'all women are watching this shit, man. Do not fall for that shit. You got everything you need for the man. You just got to understand what a man wants. And it's free. It's easy. But I know most women ain't going to do that shit, because that means I got to take a step down and let the man be what he was created to be. And I got to be who I was created for him to be. I got to be who I was created to be for the man. And I don't want to do that because, you know, the devil's in my ear and I'm a bad bitch and women run the world and all this other shit. So whatever, man. As long as y'all men, hey man, don't fall by the sword, bro. Don't give up your power. God made you a man. Don't let them take your power. Don't abuse your power, but only deal with a man to get this, or a woman to get this shit. It ain't about her fucking money. I don't give a fuck about your money. That's for you. Honestly. Most men, honestly, if we're really talking about real alpha men and shit that got businesses and shit like that, they want you to work for them. They don't give a fuck about your money. They don't even want you to work. And if they do, they want you to work for them. Not going out working for some other man, so when you come home, you ain't got no energy for me. There's levels to this shit. So basically, since I got money, it's not about love. I don't know how to explain. I'm not even going to get into that. All I know is she said, when you get your money up, you could choose any man you want. So I guess you got to be, the only ones they want is that 10%. You know, those men with all that money and shit. So I guess that's who they talking about. So all the other guys, all of us, the rest of us, we just getting chose because they really don't, they ain't got no choice but to choose us. Which to me, another thing, proves that it's conditional, even if she does get a top tier guy. Because if he wasn't top tier, she wouldn't have fucked with him. So that's kind of conditional to me. But all in all, it just proves that they don't understand what it really takes to get a man and keep a man. If they did, they wouldn't say that get your money up, that's how you do it. They would say some other shit. Like, women do this and treat a man like this and that, and that's how you get any man you want. You didn't hear none of that, did you? All you heard was get your money up, you get any man you want. What happened to all that other shit? That's my whole point. They go fuck. It's not gonna work. Until you hear men or women telling other women, do this and this is how you get a man, and do that is this how you get a man, and do that instead of get your money up or use your pussy and all that, man, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna work. And I'm done talking about the shit, man. I'm done talking about it, bro. They keep missing the fucking objective of what really make a man happy. I don't know if they don't care, they just don't see it, or what. I don't know what it is, but money ain't it. Most men pay for pussy. Let's be honest about it. Most men put pussy over money, but they want you to believe that vagina that they was born with is, and they want you to believe that even though that can't get you the man you want or keep the man you want, this money will. But yet men are paying all kind of money on OnlyFans and all that because of vagina. Something you already have. Oh my God, what happened to this world, man? Hey, I'm done, man. I'm done, y'all. You know what I mean? Stay solid, man. Women and men, all y'all, man. Just stay solid, man. Stop falling for this programming. It's fucked up out here, man. Knowledge is power. Don't be stupid out here, man. Think. And you men got to understand, too, you know, because I know a lot of men are saying the same thing. Get your money on you, can get any girl you want. Don't fall for that bullshit either. Don't fall for that bullshit either. You have a better chance than women of doing this shit. But honestly, if you can't, you got to have the foundation of the masculinity and all that, and understanding attraction and all that shit first. Then if you throw money and shit on top of all that, yeah, you're unstoppable for them, pretty much. You're going to get any woman you want. But it's mainly because you understand masculinity and you understand attraction, not the money part. You know, the money part is kind of like looks or something to get you in the door. But other men have money. Other men have looks. So what separates you from other men? You know, this is what women do not get. What separates you from other women? Oh, you showed your ass or you got pussy. Okay, the other women got it too. What that one dude say? There's all kind of fine women in the world. Okay. You're not the only one. And you're not the only one with money. It just if you just listen to it, it just lets us know that most women are only choosing men because they feel like they in survival mode or have no choice. But if they had money, then I guess we wouldn't be good enough for them. Only the top 10% professional athletes and shit. You know what I mean? Let that shit sink all the way the fuck in, man. They telling on themselves. All you gotta do is listen. The internet's a beautiful thing. It keep exposing them. They keep telling on themselves. All you gotta do is sit back and listen. Light your blunt, get your popcorn, whatever fuck you do, your wine or whatever, and just watch on social media and watch. They gonna tell on themselves. Left and right, all over the place. You need this game, man. As a man, you need it. Because if you don't got it, you could get knocked off your square, man. You could be Travis Hunter right now, and in 6 months, fucking Devontae West. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up, man. Did LeBron James girl need money? Just wondering. Even so-called Beyonce, she got money. But you really think the dude only fuck with her cousin money? He got his own money. The men that they think they're going to attract with money already got the money. So you got to ask yourself, if the men that I really want already got money, how the fuck is my money going to make them want me? It's other shit. It's other shit. Number one, you got to pick a guy that actually wants you. That's number one. Then all the other shit, the feminine energy and all the other shit, they continue to neglect it though, man. They really do, man. They out here moving like men, acting like men, talking like men, dressing like men. Oh, bro, it's all over the place. It's bad, man. I'm out.